Hi, my name is Blake Burris, and I'll be talking to you today about concussions, how they have affected sports, and how research is being done to better protect players. Even though I would love to play football at the next level, my parents are apprehensive about me playing in college due to the chance of injury and the possibility of getting another concussion. But I know, whatever choice I make, that they will be supportive of me. A concussion is a type of traumatic brain injury caused by a hit to the head or body, a fall, or another type of injury that jars or shakes the brain inside the skull. Your brain is a soft organ that is surrounded by spinal fluid and protected by your hard skull. Normally, the fluid around your skull acts like a cushion and protects your brain from banging into your skull. But if you're hit hard enough in your head or your body, your brain can go crashing into your skull and it can cause it to be injured. There are many ways to get a concussion, but I'm going to be talking to you today about sports-related concussions. All concussions are serious. A concussion can affect your ability to do schoolwork and many other activities such as playing video games, working on the computer, playing on your phone, studying, driving, and even exercising. Most people with concussion get better, but it is very important to make sure your brain has time to heal. Some symptoms of a concussion are headaches, pressure in the head, nausea or vomiting, balance problems or dizziness, blurry vision, bothered by light or noise, feeling sluggish, difficulty paying attention, and memory problems or confusion. Most concussion symptoms clear within a week. 30% had symptoms resolved in less than 24 hours. Approximately 50% of those who suffer concussion symptoms are gone within a week. About 20% will have symptoms that last a few weeks or longer. In sports, football tops the list of the highest percentage of concussion rates each year, behind ice hockey and girls soccer. There are approximately 67,000 diagnosed concussions each year in high school football. Athletic trainers believe that this number is a lot higher due to unreported injuries. From 1931 to present day, about 700 high school football players have died, and 2/3 of these deaths are from head-to-head contact. Although football tops the charts for concussions, studies show that girls have a higher percentage rate than boys do. Once you have suffered a concussion, your chances of getting a second one is 3 to 6 times greater than a person who has never sustained one. New studies suggest that a lot of students with concussions are not allowed, or that are not from a big hit, but a lot of smaller hits that wear away at your brain, and finally later the symptoms kick in. With all of these concussions, helmet companies have tried to come out with new helmets to protect your head from concussions and other injuries. When Rydell and Schutt came out with their new helmets, they were supposed to reduce the numbers of concussions and other injuries, but they did not. This led helmet companies to try and find another way to make football safer. This is the Guardian cap. It has padded compartments with foam rubber that are arranged to sit on the top of your helmet. The caps reduce the energy of a hit better than the solid helmets that are originally on the helmets now, and are supposed to reduce the amount of concussions and injuries. The shell claims to reduce impact by 33% by adding the extra padding to the helmet. Teams from the youth level all the way up to NCAA Division I schools have been trying these out in practice. The University of South Carolina has tested these caps out, starting with their linemen, and they've liked them, so they eventually moved them to the rest of their team. These caps are spreading to different schools across the nation, and a pilot program was placed in high school games to see the effectiveness of these caps, but they are still not allowed to be used in college or the NFL. Sadly, this clip wouldn't work. It was really cool. I liked it, but Another way to reduce the amount of concussions and injuries is by implementing these new targeting rules that were in place. Rule 913 states, no player shall target and indicate contact with another player with the crown of his helmet. And Rule 914 states, no player shall target and initiate contact to the head of an opponent of a defensive player with the helmet, forearm, fist, elbow, or shoulder. If a targeting hit like this happens in a game, now there's a 15-yard penalty, and in addition to that, the player is automatically ejected. In the NFL and in college, there's a replay official, so they can overturn the ejection, but not the 15-yard penalty. And if the player is ejected in the second half of the game, he is not allowed to return in the next game for the first half. In conclusion, equipment and modification for the safety of players needs to be implemented. Otherwise, parents will have second thoughts about letting their children play contact sports. Thank you.